Welcome to another new episode of creating your own website, WordPress website using Ultimatum theme framework. Today I'm going to show you how to create team info. Maybe I might not uh, match the exact way how it is shown in the PSD. The reason being, it requires a lot of coding with custom fields. And just for our tutorial purpose, I'm just going to create something which is very much similar to this and which looks good. So what I'm going to do right now is, first thing, the first thing, I have gone ahead and created a few layouts and few things, but just to make this video a little faster. So the steps are as follows. So what you're going to do is, first you go to Ultimatum, and in Ultimatum you have this custom post types. So I'm going to click on custom post types, and with custom post types you would see that I've already created a custom post type called my team. Now if you look at my this custom post type, what I have done is I've given a post type name, a label, a singular label, and what I wanted was just a title and an editor with the featured image. So I don't need any of these here. So this is what I have done here. So once my custom post type is created, my next step is to create a layout. So if you look at the layouts, it's same as creating any other layouts. So what I have done here is, now if you look at this, I have two layouts here. One is the multiple layout, which will be assigned to your multiple team info, and the second one is the single page or single post type. So that is for the single, and I have assigned this layout to this. So how did I do this, and what did I do? So for this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you to the layout. So this is my multiple layout. So as usual, I have a layout here, and in this I'm calling my header, I'm calling my footer, and the next thing what I've done here is I have added a custom class here which is called TI column. This is for some additional CSS work, and also I have given an additional class here for the container. So this is for extra padding and other styling information. So I'm giving this the name as TI container. So once this is done, my next step is I'm going to go to the I'm adding the WordPress default layout. In this, it's going to be multiple layout. So what I have done is I've not touched any of these here for this single post layout. I just clicked on save. Once you click on save, go to your multi-post layout, and in this we don't need the title, the archive title. We don't need this, but we need the title with the links. So I have done this here, and I'm saying, okay, let's make it 6. It should look good. So um, I need 6 items per page, and then I'm calling a 3-column gallery. And I'll tell you why I like the gallery a little later. So I'm choosing a 3-column gallery layout here instead of 3-column with image. Okay, so this is done. If there is no image, I'm saying don't display anything, but obviously you do have to have an image. So that is one, and my image position is always going to be before the title, and I don't need any content, so I don't want any excerpts. So when you close this, so you don't have anything, and your image width, this is not applied because this is not a right or left aligned pages. So then I don't need the taxonomy, I don't need the meta. So all this and even the read more link is switched off. So after I clicked on save, I go back to my layout screens, and once I'm in my layout screens, then the next thing is I'm assigning a layout. So what I do is I click on assign layout from here. Then I'm going to say team info. That's the layout that we had created, and after that I'm going to say team info. That's the multiple layout. Okay, So I click on this and then I click on save. So once I click on save, you would see that it's assigned. In the same way, what I do is I create another layout. Now you might ask me, why is that I'm creating two different layouts, one for the multiple and one for single layout. Now there are a couple of things to consider. Now what happens is, now there would be some styling which you want specifically to your multiple layout, and a few styling information only for your inner page or inner post. So for a quick example would be your featured image. Now what happens is, when you have a featured image, you're giving some kind of styling, which I would show you a little later now. What happens is, when you give a styling, because it's using the featured image, the same featured image is also shared within the single post. So you do any kind of changes to your featured image outside, the same thing is applied even within the single post. So because it's sharing the same class or same featured image. So what we do is, what that's the reason what I have done is, I've added multiple layout first, then I'm saying a single layout. And in this single layout, if you look at the single layout, what I have done is nothing different. So specifically, I have not added any kind of custom styles or anything here. So all I have done is the same header, the footer, then I'm calling my WordPress default look, which is in 100% layout. And all I have done is, in this is a title. Yes, I wanted my image on the left, and when there is no image, I say off. Okay, then I'm giving my image width, which is 350 pixels, and the height is 450 pixels. um, then I don't want any comments on this page or this post. Okay, so that's it. Taxonomy off, my meta is off, everything else is off. Okay, and image position is before the title. Then I click on save. Then again the same thing, you go to the layout section and then click on assign layout, and within assign layout I'm calling my layout, which is team info single, and I'm saying I need this to be assigned to team info single. So this is for the post or page type, so this is a single page. Now once I click on this, I need to click on save, but since I've already done this, so I'm just going to click on close. So what happens is, when you do this, so your post will understand that any new post, which custom post which I'm creating for team info, which is inside, will always have this layout. So I have already done this. Now our next step is to find out how does this look. So what I'm going to do is, now I have gone ahead, added couple of, if you look at this, I have added around four different posts with different images. So for example, now if you go to this post, you will see that I have given the title, I have added some text here and added an image here, and this is my son. So I've added this, update it, and then when you want to see this post, this is how it looks. And if you see this here, I haven't changed any layout because it's automatically taken and which is being assigned in our layout section. So if you see this, now I have the image here, which is on the left hand side as per the single post, then I have the title, then this information. So now you want to see how it looks on the front end. So what I'm going to do is, in the multiple layout, if you look at this, this is how it is. And yes, of course I have added a couple of styling here. So I'll tell you what styling I have done. So the very first styling is, I know that this is an image, and for this image what I have done is, I have given um, a border radius, because I know that this is a border radius and this is a 300 pixels. So I'll show you my Okay, here we go. We delete this. Now this is the CSS. So in this CSS, I told you that I had added a custom class. So for this custom class, I'm calling my image, and I'm saying my image should width should be 300, height should be 300 pixels, and the border should be 2 pixels solid, and the border radius is 150 pixels. So what it does is it's creating the image. So let me just go ahead and just for showing you how this works, so I'm going to do this right in front of you so that you know how it works. Save, yes. Let's go to our page here, click on refresh. Now you see this is how it looks. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create the CSS right in front of you so that you know how it works. New rule dot ti column. I'm calling my image, so I'm saying width of 300 pixels, height of 300 pixel. All right, then I'm giving a border 1 pixel. No, okay, it should be 2 pixels. Let's make it 5 pixel solid. All right, and um, let's give a small padding, padding of, let's say 3 pixels, 3 pixel. All right, and I'm going to give my border radius, border hyphen radius of 155 pixels. It should be approximately 160, so let's say 155 pixels. Yes, looks good. All right, so now if you notice this has come up. However, this is not the same color as this, so let's go check what is the color. So where is the color? Color PSD. Okay, so this is our color. Okay, border solid, let's call this one. All right, this is good. All right, so I'm going to copy this, put it in our CSS file. So I'm going to remove this, add it here, and also another thing that I've added here, two things which I've added is, one is the image overlay, the same thing which I have done here. So that's for the image overlay, and then I'm calling my h2, which is the title here, which is which was left aligned, so I have made it center. So I'm going to make this also the color hash, Control Z. So the color is copy here, save, yes, let's refresh it. Okay, there is a problem with this, it's not taking this color, so I'm going to give an important thing here. So let's important, okay, save, still does not work. Then let me check if I'm doing the right thing. So let's go to this. Um, let's add this here, new rule dot ti column h2a color. Yes, it changes this. Alright, so I'm going to copy this, so remove it from here and add it here, Control S, save. Good. So let's go to the inside one now. I mean the single post. Now you'll see that this is how it works. Alright, this is looking good. So our next step is to add this to our home page. So for that, what we are going to do is go to the home page. So let's go home and edit page. In edit, what we are going to do is we are going to add a new row, and in this new row we are going to call our grid, the post grid. So I'm going to call this here and say I need a 4 columns, yes, and this is for the team info. The post type is team info. Alright, we need teaser. Okay, teaser. Okay, then we're going to say only the thumbnail and title. Yes, in the same window. Yes, grid layout. Yes, fit row. Yes, da 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 da. Okay, anything else that you think I might have missed? I don't think so. Let's click on save, update, opening a new tab. Let's see what we have. Okay, so this is how we have got this. Now our next step is like, what it's doing is our Visual Composer is not understanding that we already have uh, some changes which we have done. So what we are going to do is, first, anyways, we have got our 4 posts here. So we're going to see if this is working. Yes, this is good. All right, so there's a few changes which we need to do, and I'll show you how we can go ahead and make those changes. Right, so for now what I'm going to do is I'm going to publish this video, and in our next video, which is going to be the extension of this episode, where we would be doing some little styling on the home page for the custom post that we have created and which we have included on our home page. So thank you for watching, and have a great day ahead. Thank you. Bye bye.